Before we start this video, I wanted to real quickly say that this is an early access look at Rancho del Arroyo, along with a few clips from Layton Lakes, but because this is an early access build of Rancho del Arroyo, that is why you guys see 99 skill points and 97 perk points. This save file was provided by Expansive Worlds for us to be able to show the map off to you guys, which is also why the map is completely unlocked. But I just wanted to real quickly get that out of the way, since I know otherwise there's going to be a few questions. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we've got a bunch of highlights from Rancho del Arroyo, along with a couple from before this early access started, when I was grinding whitetail on Layton Lakes. And we are going to try and separate these kills in this video to kind of, I guess, put the ones that I got on Rancho separate from the ones that I had already had saved back from Layton Lakes. So first up, we will be showing off all the clips from Rancho del Arroyo. Then after, we'll have kind of like, I guess, a little bit of an intermission or a segue in between, and then we will go to the clips from Layton. But first, we got to take this guy out because this is the first level 3 Rio Grande Turkey I have been able to spot. It has been about 6 days since I got access to this map, and I have yet to see one, but now we have one right in front of us, so I want to get close enough to take it with the shotgun, just because I feel that is fitting for a turkey and for this map, since we have the brand new Kuso 16 gauge shotgun. So let's see if we can get to like 75 meters, preferably less, and take this guy out. You know, I don't actually think we're going to be able to. They all seem to be running off, so we're just going to have to take this guy with the 22, unfortunately. Which is definitely not what I was hoping to do, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta take the shot that's smart instead of the shot that is fun. So let's see if we can find him again. There he is. And that'll be it for him. I can't tell what feather type that is. I think that's probably the buff or the light buff. It looked kind of like the light buff to me. So I'm thinking that's what it is, but I guess we'll see very shortly. Oh my gosh, there's a second one. Wait a second. Are you telling me I've spent 6 days finding no level 3s and there was a second one over there that I didn't see? Well, I guess we're gonna chase that guy down after we claim this one, but that's kind of cool. Or maybe we shot the wrong one. Maybe we killed the wrong turkey. I guess that could be a possibility also, but I swear that's a different one. It's gotta be. Let's see, did we end up killing the wrong one, or is there a second level 3? Oh, there is definitely a second level 3, and that is the light brown plumage type. Go ahead and tax that. 4.70, that's actually a pretty big one. Yeah, it's actually very big. 10.86 kgs. That is not bad at all. So we definitely need to chase down that other one now, but I think before we do that, let's go ahead and jump into the first set of clips from Rancho del Arroyo. This first one has no commentary over it because it was very late at night and my wife and daughter were sleeping, so I'm just gonna have to kind of talk over it, but basically I was doing a few whitetail runs trying to grind them to see if they would break like Layton Lakes whitetail do. And this guy just comes out of nowhere. And of course I would get such a monster piebald in the early access of Rancho when I can't even keep it, because none of the stuff that we get during this period transfers over to our main lodge, unfortunately. So to get something this nice and have it also be my personal best is kinda sad, because I'm not gonna get to see it ever again. But at least now we can have the video of it being taken out, even though it won't transfer over. So either way, it still makes for a cool kill. I just wish I could have put it into my multi-mount in my main save, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to. These next couple clips have the normal commentary over them, so we're going to go ahead and just let those play. But right after we get done with those, we will be back and chase after that second level 3 turkey. What was I just saying? There's so many more rares and diamonds. And it's just because there's so many whitetail. But that right there is an albino buck if we can get closer. Let's see if we can sneak this in there when it lifts its head. There we go. Get that guy too. Here we have our little albino whitetail deer. That's so cool to see. 160.70. Of course it's a small one, but it's still cool regardless. And does that look different to you guys? Is it just me, or is there more different colors throughout the albino? Like, it seems like there's still hints of brown. Like, I remember this little pink patch being on the neck, and I don't remember it being on the nose, though. I think this is new. I think they changed the albino. That's really cool, actually. I like that. That's super awesome. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking too, guys. It definitely seems like there's more like pink and more like orangish brown on the shoulders. That's really cool, though. I like that. I think that's a good change. I have been just absolutely blown away with how amazing the whitetail are here on Rancho del Arroyo, and it just keeps getting better and better. You guys saw on the stream where we got that albino whitetail. Well, if we look over here, we now have a melanistic whitetail. And it may be a small buck, but that is still a melanistic. These are incredibly rare. In fact, they're roughly the same spawn rate as a great one as far as I understand, so this is pretty insane. Now, we did recently get one of these, and most likely it'll be in the exact same video as this guy right here, but we actually got it on our main game save on Layton Lakes, and it was a beautiful melanistic. But now we've got one here in the early access build of Rancho del Arroyo. So let's see if we can just get a shot into this guy. Not gonna be easy to make it, but I think we definitely didn't get it, actually. Or did we? No, that is definitely a spine shot, I think. I mean, it's not gonna matter too much because this is an early access build. Let's just try to quickly fast travel over here and get a shot on him. I don't think we're gonna make it in time, but it's definitely worth a shot. And we definitely did not save it. That is one more extra piece of hunting pressure, so that's kind of sad. But it is just the early access build, like I was saying, so I wasn't going to try and get any closer than that. But let's see if we can figure out where he went. He couldn't have gone too far. There we go. There is that beautiful melanistic whitetail. I gotta say, this map is just incredible for grinding whitetail. I've been able to kill more whitetail in much less time than I ever was able to on Layton Lakes, and it has provided us with some crazy trophies because of that. We have had so many awesome whitetail over the past few days. Ever since it initially released into early access, which was about 5 days ago right now, we've been finding pretty good whitetail relatively commonly. I think a lot more commonly than we ever did on Layton, and it's been a lot of fun grinding them too, which is something that I really couldn't say for like the last few hundred kills on Layton Lake. It just was not that enjoyable because of how broken whitetail are on that map, but they do seem to be a lot better here on Rancho del Arroyo, and this is just another thing that shows that they're better. More and more rares, 196.90, and we did spine shot it, unfortunately, which is something that's definitely bound to happen eventually if you take that type of an angle, and we just took it. Didn't really want to wait too long for this, and we can't really keep it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But let's go ahead and tax it so that you guys can at least get a look at it in the lodge, and yeah, that's pretty cool. A lot of awesome trophies coming from this early access Rancho del Arroyo whitetail grind. So I'm just curious where this level 3 was when we were after that first one, because I had spotted everything in the area and didn't see him. He had to have been hiding back in the brush, or maybe back in this brush over here, and I just couldn't even see him until he flew over me. But it's good to know there was a second one, but I'm just now wondering how long this guy's been here, because I have been hunting this area really heavily for the past 6 days. This has by far been my favorite place to come. There's just animals all over, and anytime you delete the need zones, they just appear over in the next field, and then you can just repeat the process. It's kind of insane. These are some of the best need zones I've ever seen on any reserve. It's just insane how many animals come through here. but we need to go try and get into a spot where we can take out this other level 3 turkey. But before we get over to him, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the clips from Layton Lakes from before I got access to Rancho del Arroyo, because we were on the Great One grind trying to get maybe a lucky Great One before the new map comes out. And we may not have got a Great One, but we got a couple really insane trophies, and one of them is probably going to be a permanent addition to one of our multi-mounts. So without further ado, let's jump into those. That's a piebald. I just realized that's a piebald buck right there. Well, that's kind of cool. It's a level 1, like 99% of my rares, but that's pretty cool. I didn't even recognize that at first because of the fog, and I'm kind of glad that shooting this buck didn't actually spook him off. That's super awesome. That is super awesome. Go ahead and pick this little guy up. That's pretty cool. Always nice to get the little piebald bucks, even when they're tiny like this. Which is, quite unfortunate that it's tiny, but still pretty cool. Can't complain. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, that's a melanistic 85 to 100 whitetail. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? I can't believe it. It has been so long since I've seen a melanistic. Wow, that is amazing. Oh my gosh. That's insane. I've been trying to get another one of these for so long. I got my first melanistic whitetail buck around like 500 kills, maybe 600 kills into the Great One grind. Maybe even a little bit less, actually. And 3,200 kills later, we just got our second melanistic. Wow. That is so cool. Let's grab this guy. Melanistic. That's so cool. I can't believe it. And it's actually a good-looking one, too. We actually got a good-looking melanistic. Too bad I didn't have the best place to claim it to get a clear background, but it is what it is. That is super awesome. That is a nice-looking buck right there. So we definitely got to go add this to our main multi-mount. This easily beats that old melanistic. So today has gone pretty well so far. We got a piebald buck, and now we just got a melanistic buck. That's amazing, guys. I can't believe it. I have been trying to get a good-sized mela for so long. And we just finally got it. That's just insane. Now that we have gone through all of those clips and you guys have seen all those awesome whitetail kills that we have got over the past 7 days, let's go ahead and take out this guy right here. I'm thinking that we should probably try a longer shot just to make this a little more entertaining. Unfortunately, getting close was not working last time, so I doubt it'll work this time. But I think we need to aim roughly right there. I think at least. I think that's going to be the way to go. And yep, there we go. That is a perfect shot on him. Put one more in him just for good measure. And that is Diamond Turkey number 2 down. Or what should be a diamond at least. You never know. I've heard people say that they aren't a guarantee, but I've never had a troll turkey, so I don't know if I believe that. And also, since I know a couple of you will probably be interested in where this amazing location is, it's down here in the south parts of the map. And man, it is just insane. Quite the amazing area to go to. Well, that's a pretty common occurrence when you're hunting in this area. You almost always have something flying over you, which makes it quite a bit of fun. Just real quickly grab that. It is just a buff female, so we'll just breeze by her and head over to that level 3 now. So this guy right here should be a different feather type to the last one that we got, because when we picked up the track it said light buff, I believe, and the first one that we killed was a light brown. So let's grab this guy. Another 4.70. Wow, this one's max weight. So that's really close to max score. We must have got screwed over on the score for this guy, because with that being max weight, it had a potential to be 4.80, but I'm guessing it's like 4.79 or 4.78. That's actually quite unfortunate. This could have been our max score Rio Grande, but it's not. That is very sad. But I guess it's probably better that we don't get a max score before it actually full releases, because this would be quite unfortunate if we got our max score in the early access and then never got it after that. Because I have had that happen before. With the feral pigs, I got 2 or 3 diamonds in the early access, and I have yet to get one ever since the arroyo went live. So I definitely don't want that to happen again. But that's still crazy. 2 diamond Rio Grande Turkey in the same area after 6 days of not seeing a single level 3. Pretty insane. Alright everyone, now that we've gone through all those awesome highlights, let's go ahead and take a look at all these trophies. So here are the 3 whitetail deer rares that we have got off of Rancho del Arroyo so far. I'm still so sad that we got this 237 piebald on this early access look, because I can't keep him. I can't keep any of these. None of these are going to transfer over to my main save, so it's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Still makes for some awesome content, getting 3 awesome whitetail deer. But we also need to take a look at the turkeys, and I actually have not put them up yet, because there's something I wanted to show you guys real quickly. Both of them have the exact same score, even though their weights were vastly different. The first one that we killed, which was the light brown, had, I think, a weight of 10.86 kgs. The other one was max weight, but they score exactly the same, so it just shows you guys that there is a little bit of a, like a buffer space for scores. So you could technically get a max score without a max weight, and you can get a max weight without a max score. Just thought that was kind of cool and wanted to show that to you guys. But there they are. We got a diamond 4.78 and another diamond 4.78 with 2 different feather types. Now, these 2 plumage types look very similar. You're going to notice that there's not really a lot of major differences in the actual feathers. And although there is differences from the common feather types, as you can see, this one right here is a little bit darker than these ones over here, and these actually have much more of a light brown coloration in the feathers compared to what I believe is the common right here. And actually that's the buff, so the buff definitely is a lot darker, doesn't have as much light browns. But the big difference between the 2 that we just got is the head. This one right here, which is the light buff, has much more blue on the head compared to this one right here, which is really cool. I like how it's not like necessarily a major difference, but there is some minor differences to make all the turkeys look a little bit different. I think this might be the first time that I've had to record in 2 separate builds of the game, the early access and the normal game, because we showcase trophies from both in this video. But we have this Melanistic Whitetail right here with the rest of our trophy rare whitetail. We have finally completed the mount of all gold rares, and while this Melanistic is the smallest of the 3, it's still super cool, and it's by far the biggest Melanistic I've seen in the game ever since I started playing. The previous one that I had got only scored like 201, I believe, which is honestly not that big. But this guy right here is way bigger, a much nicer looking whitetail, and I actually already recorded this segment of the trophy lodge, but the recording screwed up, so I'm recording this for the second time now. I real quickly did just want to show where we ended up putting our old whitetail Melanistic. So it's now in this mount with these 2 piebalds. I think this is probably a decent spot for it for now. Until we get something better to replace this mount, this is gonna be here, but at some point I'd like to get something else here, just because we've had tons of whitetail mounts in the lodge. I think we have 3 or 4 of them, and it would be nice to be able to put some others there. I just need to find the right one that is spectacular enough to replace that Melanistic and 2 piebalds. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click the like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss a video. Also, be sure to comment down below with your favorite part of this video, what you're expecting to see out of Rancho del Arroyo once it hits full release, what your favorite part of what you have seen from live streams is, and whatever else you guys would like to say, and I will try to respond to as many of them as possible. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!